Hi, Gramsci from anythingbutipod.com. I wanted to take a look at the online features to the new Zen X-Fi. Of course, this is Creative's first Wi-Fi based player. It will allow you to stream media from any one of your computers. It's UPnP, so it will automatically pick up your media servers and things like that. Take a look at that first. Now, I already configured my wireless network, so it already knows what order to pick that in. So this is connected to my home router right now. And there you can see there's actually my Windows home server. I called that London there. And then Vienna is my desktop. So it'll pick up media from any one of those, any computer that has media sharing enabled. And then Creative Media Box is Creative's own basically content section. We can take a look at that first. This is actually getting the information from Creative servers. And I looked through this stuff, and it's mainly just a lot of podcasting, but it's not too in depth yet. Like, for instance, we'll go to Science and Technology, and this is pretty much it. And we know there's a whole lot more podcasts out there than that. But for instance, here's CNET's podcast. And here we go. So I guess it shows quite a few of the previous ones. Go ahead and start one here. Now the really poor
Google Apps gets a makeover. Amazon tries its hand at movie downloads.
Overall, this is just a really poor implementation. If you look, you can't fast forward, you can't reverse, you can't even go back out into the main screen without stopping the podcast. So hopefully that'll be fixed in some firmware updates. But that just, it's a start. It's just not there yet. But you can't bookmark, you can't playlist, you can't download. Like, for instance, if you go into, we'll take a look at my home server here. And again, this can be a desktop as well. We'll take a look at music, and we'll go to album view, and this will show, of course, all the albums. We'll just go with something simple here. So for instance here, this will start, this streams then directly from my server. I tested the battery life on this, and it ended up to be about 3 hours streaming, which is pretty pathetic. But the screen doesn't turn off. So maybe if they fix that, you might be able to get 6 hours out of it, maybe a day out of it. I don't know. But that absolutely needs to be fixed, because 3 hours is just totally unacceptable. But if you look here also, you can, it's the same as the podcast from the Creative Media Box. You can fast forward. Oh wait, no, you can't fast forward. I thought you could. Okay, so you can't fast forward here. You can of course skip ahead. As you can see, no bookmarking features. So functionality is really limited when you're streaming over Wi-Fi. But one of the interesting things you can do, and I'm not going to do it because it does take a long time, is you can actually download this to your device, the internal memory, and it'll integrate right in there. But like I said, it's really slow. Let's see, and of course you can do the same thing with pictures, access, pretty much the same thing. But again, functionality is limited. You can't add that to picture albums, things like that. You can stream video, but like I said, music stream was three hours on streaming over just for music, for the battery time. So video would be absolutely terrible. I couldn't imagine even getting an hour or two. I'll have to test that later.